My name is Wim van Leeuwen. I'm a professor in the School of Geography and Development, as well as in the School of Natural Resources and the Environment. And besides being a professor, I'm also the director of the Arizona Remote Sensing Center, and I'm also chairing the GIDP in Remote Sensing and Spatial Analysis. I'm actually first-generation college student and a first-generation professor, I guess. I grew up on a farm, and I always enjoyed looking at different things in the world, and I started traveling, and then at some point I got into the field of remote sensing, and I came from the Netherlands and did an internship here, and then it all took off. Having a bird's eye view of the world basically really got me interested. Initially I did a lot of work using satellites that use the sun as their energy source. Remote sensing is basically tailored detection, seeing things from a distance. So like you have your cameras, I'm using satellite data and other sensors basically that are on board different platforms, either airplanes or drones or things like that. And I use the remote sensing techniques to monitor, examine natural resources, try to assess how they are changing, and basically try to create products that inform decision making and land management. So my research, beside using the remote sensing technology, it's about being able to understand how natural resources are changing in terms of their availability, how they are affected by climate, by people, how does wildfire affect snowpack, how it affects the water availability, how can we look at inventories of invasive species or plants, how can we maybe look at the satellite data sets and how they inform the management of the landscape. Well, I've taught quite a few classes. I started in 2005 at field methods in geography, but I always have been teaching remote sensing, so those are kind of my specialty classes, right? So I've been teaching remote sensing for the study of planet Earth. This is a core course for the GIDP program in remote sensing and spatial analysis. I also teach geographic applications of remote sensing, which is much more of a land use, land cover change course where you use remote sensing technologies and algorithms and computer technology to assess the changes that are going on in the world and how we can use different satellite data sets to understand what is changing. The University of Arizona is a great place. It really allows you to explore different fields, even if you know that more or less what you want to do. Like if you want to be a geographer, there's so many parts in geography that's so interdisciplinary. I mean, you bring those coupled human natural systems together and all of a sudden you can explore the physics, you can explore the socioeconomics. There's a lot of different things you can do, and I think once you arrive here, you might not know exactly what is all out there. So I think it's really a place where you can explore another world in some ways. Meaningful work, I think it has different levels. I think meaningful work means like teaching students and actually having them advance their knowledge. Other than that, I think all the work I do is really related to be able to better understand, better manage our landscape. So doing work that actually benefits society, I think, as a whole will be the real goal of what we do here at the University of Arizona and as a person.